So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down. My name is Christopher. I'm delighted that you're here, and I am the Yank in question, trying to solve this Guardian Cryptic on Friday, the ultimate day of the week for these grids. I'm slowly getting better. Thanks so much to Musty for giving me some hands-on training, but you know it is a slow process, so got a lot to learn. But I'm having a 2023 Mezzacorona. This is an Italian Merlot. It's somewhere in the 10 euro neighborhood. Not a bad wine at all. I just had a glass during the New York Times solve, and we'll be having this one here today. On the nose, though, it remains. It's gotten warmer. All of my wines sit at about 60 degrees Fahrenheit, about 15 degrees Celsius. And this has probably moved up to about 70, so a little bit below room temperature at this point, but very nice and cassis, kissed on the nose, on the palate. Still a lovely serving temperature. This is a fabulous wine. It's got no tannins to speak of. You're open for anything you want to have with it. I would suggest oeufs farcis, or the fancy French word for deviled eggs, would be fabulous with this, especially if they're savory. Maybe an aromatic cheese, and with some raw ham. You know, of course, some jambon, prosciutto would be wonderful, but charcuterie for sure. This is a great wine. If you see it on the shelves, grab it. I mean, it is absolutely worth every penny. Such a nice finisher too. Yeah, wonderful wine. So, with that said, our dictionary.com word of the day is sidereal. And I was just explaining on the New York Times solve that whenever I'm speaking about something of or relating to the stars, I always tend to go with a British inflection and speak of the cosmos, because that sounds so much better than cosmos, which is Yank English. And so the cosmos, I like that a lot. But sidereal, I mean, I can see using this even in other ways. I mean, metaphorically speaking, the sidereal list of A-lister, the sidereal element of the A-listers are making their way onto the Oscars, whatever. I mean, you can have fun with that, right? It's a wonderful word, sidereal. I've used it in the past, familiar with it, but just sometimes you forget about these wonderful gems, and that's a tragedy, right? So let's go ahead and hop into our grid here. We've got a Guardian Cryptic Crossword number 29786, and this was set by Kite. So let's see what we got. It's a Friday. So remember, you can push the button and make this go a lot faster. So, Spartan friend at heart. Okay, well, we got to find something to break into. Budget period lacking information provider. Dire roof needing a repair. This might prevent disaster. 4 and 4 though. Author caught in a Welsh town. Every man is a former English footballer. Spartan friend at heart. Divert kids and react excitedly. Nancy's in the center again. That's 6 letters. Again. Nancy's in the center again. When I see again, I always think encore, s'il vous plaît. Encore, again, right? Maybe I want another glass of wine. Nancy's in the center again. I can see the center being the core. And Nancy. I'm going to go with encore because I don't really know what else to do at this very point. Budget period lacking information provider. Okay, dire roof needing repair. This might prevent disaster. Needing repair. This might prevent disaster. Author caught. Every man is a former English footballer? Okay. But this dire roof needing repair. This might prevent disaster. So dire roof needing repair. So if we take a look at that, an anagram, dire roofs, maybe maybe like a fire exit, a fire door. If that works out in the anagram, at least. Divert kids and react excitedly. And Spartan friend at heart. Okay, so budget period. Wow. Okay, yeah. It is, as always, it's a Friday. It's just going to be awful. Author caught in Welsh town. Okay, well, let's move on over here. Let that just sit and stew. Islander agreed in Munich to accompany vehicle. An islander agreed in Munich, so said ja to accompany vehicle. Oh, Javan. Ja, van. Okay, all right. So that's one. It's one I was able to parse, I think. We'll see if it works out. Singer turned up with coat. It was found over the road. Singer turned up with coat. It was found over the road. Over the road could be tar. And I'm assuming this is a tarmac, though I'm not sure where the Mac works. I don't quite get that. Yeah, so, okay. Blunt force ultimately shown by military. One sailor dismissed. Well, I see blunt, and I have a blink M and 3 blanks. I'm going to put in Emily. And I really admire her. A fantastic actress. Or actor, however I don't know what she likes to call herself. Songbird exhausted eating each of ants first. Songbird exhausted eating each of ants first. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. Officer content listening to match. Family essentially returned to capital. Returned to capital. Pet and grope swimmer. Swimmer could be a fish. I mean, I guess a pet could be a... Well, there's not a dogfish, is there? I mean, I don't know. Maybe a catfish? The cycling character. One-time British company involved in pharmaceutical industry. Je suis dans ici. Maybe ici. Officer. Content listening to match. Commanding officer in maybe coincide to match, right? That would kind of work. And songbird eating exhausted, eating each of ants first. And I don't know. This could be a ballad, but how we get there. Let's put it in and see if we can figure this out. Okay, so exhausted, eating each of ants first. I mean, I don't get that at all. The cycling character, I don't know. Well, I can put this in here. It can be short for ethanol. It can be short for any number of things. I don't really know. I have no idea. Is that capitalized? No. The capitalizing, no. Art school briefly enjoyable before traveling. Not being old. When up, this might conceal courage. Hole up and sound mattress. Hole up. Lilo, maybe? Maybe. Sound mattress. No idea. Supporter against FA banning children in large republic. Couple again. Hands to those who put things right. Who put things right. Art school. Son said, I'm ordering for entree. Comes to by nurses. Outsider with sexy trousers. Product from Well Limited Stews. Well Limited Stews. I'm going to go with oil, just from Well. extend beyond and above the knees. Could be overlap. Overlap. Tense. Absent from school for a long time. Long time is neon, so I guess we tried that. So outsider with 60 trousers, we got 4 and 4, so I'm gonna go for a long shot. No idea how we got there. If that's right, Native American ignoring a priest suffering. We have an ache here? I mean, I have no idea. Ache. So we have an Apache ignoring a priest suffering. So a priest would, I guess, a PA, which would leave ache, which would be suffering, right? I mean, I don't know. Comes to by nurses. Well, I'm married to one. They attend to patients. Comes to by nurses, attends. Yeah, this maybe is a little bit too. Nah, this may be a little weird. Girl suppressing a long hiccup. This is amazing. Numbers of consecutive punches. Okay, 3 and 3. I'm going for a 1-2. Let's go for a 1-2 punch. Bully, bully, bully. Steak and eggs and steak. That's what we're having here for breakfast. Delicious. Finish once more supplying buttered, identical sandwiches. Finish once more. Supplying buttered, identical sandwiches. I'm not quite sure how I'm getting there, but I'm thinking maybe redid might work.
Well, you know what Neil would say.
I know what Neil would say, but really, this is a Friday grid. I think I have a little bit of license on this one. Double top, which is checkout. Easy for beginners. Double top, which is checkout. Easy for beginners. Double. I'm going to go with twice. I mean, again, it looks like it might fit, and it kind of fits with the cluing, which is checkout. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm in over my head on this. This Kite, fantastic job. I'm putting a Grinch in here. I'm not quite sure how that's a girl, unless I'm missing something important. You know, like a term for a girl. I mean, I'm used to lasses and gals and stuff like that. I don't quite girl suppressing a long hiccup. No, I mean, I haven't got a clue. I don't know how that's going to work. When up, this might conceal courage. Okay, so hopefully we got something with these here. Couple again, hands to those who put things right. No. Son said, I'm ordering for entree. Entree. Admission. Okay. Wow. Supporter against FA banning children in large republic. Art school. Briefly enjoyable before traveling. Not being old. Okay, so I'm thinking futurism and art school, briefly enjoyable. So futurism is a school of art, enjoyable before traveling. So tourism. Not being old, there's no O. The O is out. Seems like that lines up, especially with catfish. When up, this might conceal courage. I'm going to go with a bottle, though I'm not quite sure I understand the grammar. At all, other than if the bottle is up, it's concealing courage. This is a tough one here, ladies and gents. Couple again, hands to those who might put things right. Supporter against FA banning children in large republic. I'm looking at the term republic here, and I'm thinking the only one I can think of with this B and this I in this place would be Brazil. Again, how? I don't know. Haven't got a clue. Couple again, hands to those who put things right. And family essentially returned to capital. Sounds like Lima, Peru. Why? I don't know. I am working on this though. Every man is a former English footballer. Let's see, he's jumping around on me. Divert kids and react excitedly. Now we're just playing a guessing game, so I'm going to put in sidetrack. Well, it kind of fits. Sidetrack, you know, divert, right? Every man is a former English footballer, and this looks like Alcock. Why does it look that way? Because it looks that way. Why does it tie into the clue? I don't know. I'm working on this though. I'm trying very hard. It's just not an easy thing to do. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to retrain my brain to think in British ease, and it's Okay, Spartan friend at heart. Spartan. Okay, I think it's coming to me. But here's the thing. Only when I see a pattern which would fit a word, then can I go back and try to parse what exactly makes it that. So a Spartan to me is basic, and a friend is an ally. Now that I'm able to put together from Spartan friend, and then at heart, basically. And that is the second time I was able to parse completely a clue in this Friday grid. The fact that I have only got three unfilled lines here, I'm pretty proud of. I'm just saying. I mean, because I am a newbie here, and this is one of these things that I've read I've talked to setters, right? You know, I mean, I've become friends with a couple, and they're like, yeah, it takes years, mate. It takes years, kind of a thing, right? And I get that. So, just saying. Budget period, lacking information provider. That's not coming to me at all. Author caught in Welsh town. Okay. Got it. Now we've got to figure out what's going on with our budget period. If you're going to budget something out, you're going to have to ration. And I'm not kidding here. I wish that I was able to just go, oh yeah, it's because clearly, you know, P and a U is a symbol for whatever. I mean, it's taking me some time, but I'm getting there. I'm yanking my way through this still, but I'm doing the best I can. A couple, again, hands to those who put things right. The only thing I'm seeing in here would be those who put things right, as in repairmen. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about all of the grid, because I don't know that, like for example, I'm not sure what's going on with ETH. Otherwise, I guess I'm okay. I don't know. This is just sickening. I mean, I really wish that I had a better handle on this, but honestly, I do love these things. So let's check all. How do we do, Bob? No. Okay. Then I don't know. If we're not talking about a Grinch here, then I haven't got a clue. Let's reveal a glitch. Okay. I'm not sure how glitch and young and girl line up. A long hiccup. Itch. So it could be a girl, long, and then an itch. But is an itch a hiccup? Because a hiccup is a glitch. I get that. Suppressing. An itch. Oh, I don't know. I'm a little bit beyond my scope here. But Kite, I have a lot of studying to do. I got to go over to 15 squared, figure out. I got to read all 45 of the comments that are here in this grid. Got to figure it out, because little by little I'm getting a little bit better, and I kind of like that. Let's bring down our Benny Ardea, because I'm telling you, oh my gosh, this has been a beating. So, thank you for being here. And I'm sorry that it's just not a magnificent display of something. But you got a great community going, and I'm really enjoying doing the Guardians. And if you could find it in your heart to hit the like button, that'd be great. That would do so much for our algorithm, right? To get more folks like you here and creating a stronger community. That would be amazing. So I appreciate that very much. On the whole, this is the day of the Monday through Friday when I'm doing the Guardians. Those are the ones I look forward to the most, because they're the most challenging. And that's what I love more than anything, is a challenge. And so this has been nothing less than that. So well done to Kite today, and to everyone. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. We are on our way to Prague here tomorrow morning, probably leaving around, I'm assuming 11. There's no point in getting there if you can't check into your room. But nevertheless, it's going to be a nice weekend. I'm going to still try to get the New York Times up in the meantime while we're there. But nevertheless, it is always a pleasure to be here. And until we see you again, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well out there. And we will see you on Monday for the new Guardian. But please do join us for the New York Times grids. We would love that. Absolutely. I know it's different, but they're fun. Be well. Cheers.